Well, we have a very special musical treat for all of us this morning. Tickets are on sale now for King University's A Very Bristol Christmas. It's going to be quite the community concert. And this morning, here to tell us about the event and a little production, we have Grammy-winning tenor Aaron Blake joining us. It is great to have you on the show.
Thanks so much for having me, Amy. I'm thrilled to be here.
What a treat. And you're taking a little break because you are in quite a production, I understand, in New York right now.
That's right. I just opened the Metropolitan Opera's production of Carmen at the Met on Tuesday night. And here I am back in Johnson City for a little bit of a promo for the very exciting Christmas concert that we have planned for King.
What a special event for the whole community. You're part of their Artist in Residence program there at King. Tell me a little bit about that. It's something new, I understand. It
is, yeah. The Artist in Residency was actually created for me, which is kind of a fun thing.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. So King has a vibrant number of programs that students can partake in, and the Artist in Residence position was created so that I could bring a bit of culture and art to the community at King and also to the greater community of the Tri-Cities.
So you sometimes stay in Bristol, live in the Bristol area, work with King students, and then otherwise you're on a plane heading back to New York.
Or traveling the world singing in various operas and concerts with symphony orchestras. I have quite a fun life.
Oh my goodness, it sounds like it. And tell me a little bit about this community concert that you're putting together.
Well, we wanted to bring the King brand to downtown Bristol and give it a bit of a showcase. So we said, what better thing to do than a wonderful holiday concert, a Christmas concert in fact. It's called A Very Bristol Christmas, and we have a number of wonderful musicians and community groups that are going to be coming together, a couple of high school choirs, the Voices of the Mountains, members of the Symphony of the Mountains, the Bristol Ballet, Dave Egger, a Grammy-nominated cellist, and Chris Trulson, of course, from Farm and Fun Time and Radio Bristol.
Wow, that is a long list of talent.
It's a lineup. We're even going to have a bagpiper.
Oh my goodness! And who did you bring with you this morning?
Well, this is a longtime Bristol collaborator of mine, Steve Senig, who is actually the director of the Voices of the Mountains, a wonderful choral group who will be also participating that evening. He's a world-class pianist. He plays styles from opera all the way to what you're going to hear this morning, which is a little bit more jazzy singers and standard Z. He's absolutely fantastic, and he prepared another role that I worked on at the Met this fall.
Oh my goodness, well we are in for a treat. I am going to get out of the way, I'm going to let you play. We are very excited. Want to let you know once again this community concert is coming up December 17th beginning at 7 p.m. For tickets you can go to ParamountBristol.org.
And I just have one question for you. What's the name of your favorite reindeer? Come on, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donder and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. We'll see you on the 17th.
All right, you are looking live here at the elementary kids from Unicoi Elementary School, where they have just been all about having some fun here this morning, getting ready for the 20th annual Up and Atom Johnson City Turkey Trot. The celebration has just come to an end, but the registration is now open, so we can get signed up. All these kids were dancing, they were cheering on all the mascots, and now they're high-five, and you can see all these mascots lined up hugging and high-fiving as they lead them back to their classrooms. But what's waiting for them in their classrooms? Cupcakes, because we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Johnson City Turkey Trot. And I'm telling you, everybody had so much fun. The students, the teachers, the mascots, the Vice Mayor, Jenny Brock, joining us now. I mean, this was a party this morning.
Oh, it is. It's just so exciting. That's all I can say. It's just great to see these kids so involved. And, you know, we've all had fun today.
And coming into the school, of course, you guys make the kickoff so much fun for these different schools. So many of them raise their hand. They've been part of the Johnson City Turkey Trot before. It's their family tradition. And, of course, this kickoff is your tradition with mascot races and birthday cake.
It absolutely is. You know, we started this thing to create an activity that families could do together, where the children could be there. And so we kick off so the children see it real quickly. And this is the 20th one, and it just continues to be more exciting every year.
And of course, the star of the show, Trotter, made his way out with that birthday cake, blew out the candles. The kids sang happy birthday. Can you believe 20 years?
No, but it's so exciting that it is 20 years. Somebody asked me one time, you know, does this exceed your expectation? Absolutely. You know, usually things last 5 or 10 years or something, but it has become a beloved event in our community, and we can't not do it anymore. And when you have 5,000 people show up, it's something very special that people want to gather and be together. And I watch families cross the finish line holding hands and smiling and laughing, and that's what it's all about.
And of course, during the event this morning, you talked about how this got started. The people around the table that said, let's do this. And some people said, you're crazy, it's Thanksgiving. And you said, no, I think that the community will love this. And that group is still there today.
We're still here today. We're just 20 years older, but you know, our enthusiasm has grown by 20 years. Yeah, nobody thought anybody would show up on Thanksgiving morning. It was like, well, what else are you doing in the morning on Thanksgiving? You're waiting on the turkey. And so we kind of in the beginning, we said, pay it forward. Come and get your calories. Then you can go home and eat anything you want to. And I think it's worked out really fine that way.
It has become a very, very blessed tradition for so many families.
And we got our shirts because the shirts are a big part. Everybody loves to collect their Turkey Trot shirts over the year.
That's exactly right. And this shirt says 20, and it has every one of the logos for the last 20 years inside the numbers. And so, yeah, every logo is special. It's had a meaning for that year. And, you know, one year during COVID, we had to do it virtually. We still had 1,500 people signed up.
Yeah.
And they sent us videos from the top of Roan Mountain or at the beach where they did their turkey trot. So it's here to stay.
And of course, everybody in the community rallies around it. And you can really see that with the different mascots that are represented here today. The kids, of course, love to see them and holler out their names. But so many people come out for this, and it's so fun to see the mascots come together. That race with all the kids cheering them on is just fun to watch.
It is. If you want to get the kids' attention, bring a mascot, you know. But they represent so much, like the fire department is here for Unicoi. And, you know, they brought their mascot in, and it's a good way to get their attention. And so later when they see this mascot, they're going to pay attention to the you know, what the fire department does. But Trotter, and I am going to, may I announce this?
You want to? You be my guest. She has an announcement.
I think Trotter has a friend this year, and she will reveal herself very soon.
Oh.
Her name is Jane, and Jane Myron was one of the originators of this event as well. And she's beautiful. Wait till you see Jane. So we've got to introduce her to Trotter too. So yeah.
You know, Trotter is 20 years old.
He is. He is. Yeah.
It might be time to do a little dating.
It might be time. Who knows? I'm just saying. You know.
All right, well, we will look forward to that. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Amy.
Again, don't forget, registration is now open. You can go to jcturkeytrot.com and register your family. Don't miss out. These t-shirts are great.
We want to see 5,000 people there. We're going to break a record this year.
Thanksgiving morning. Can't wait. It's going to be quite the event. Sign up now to be part of the
I can't tell you how excited I am for this evening as Wing Fling 2025 is upon us. This evening, starting about 5:30, going to 8 o'clock, Wing Fling is happening right here at the Kingsport Farmers Market. And of course, it wouldn't be Wing Fling without Wingman. Wingman joins me once again. How you doing this year?
Chris, I'm doing great, man. This is one of my favorite events that Visit Kingsport does.
Right.
It's our 7th year of doing it now.
Absolutely. And you and I were talking, it just seems like we had just finished up last year's Wing Fling when this one's already here.
Isn't that wild how
It is.
quickly it's gone?
It's gone
Back
really
again.
quickly. Back again, and we're talking wings. We got to talk wings first of all, because that's the whole premise for being here. We're going to have wings from so many different restaurants, so many different flavors, some traditional flavors and some not so traditional flavors. Which one are you looking most forward to?
I lean towards the not so traditional. You know,
Okay.
they come here and they bring it. They get creative. We get to go around, have different samples as it's leading up to the event. It's always cool to see the wild stuff that they come up with for this.
Right. And of course, they're going to have some great flavors. I remember that last year, that like raspberry chipotle, it was really popular. And so we also have got some great awards, which we're going to talk about later. But let's talk wings right now. Of course, right here, you got your flats and you got your drummies. Right here is a drummie, that's a flat.
Correct.
Which one is your favorite? As wingman, you got to pick one.
I lean towards the flats.
Really? I am more of a drummy guy.
Okay. Well, I like the flats because that umbrella technique I've showed you before.
Yeah, you push. Show that to us. Show that to our viewers right now.
So if you want to take it from this end,
Okay.
you want to pinch
Right.
and push down.
And make like a.
So all that meat's coming down into that
Right there.
umbrella. See that?
And then you can either yank it off with your
Right.
teeth, pull it off and dip it, whatever technique you like.
Got to dip it. Get that ranch to kind of run down a little bit like that.
Oh, there you go. Our first wing there. I'm going to let you chew here for a moment. But each restaurant's going to have two different flavors. They're going to have one that they normally have on their menu or something they've done before, and then they're going to have something brand new. And I love the fact that these restaurant owners and these chefs are getting out there and experimenting. They're like the mad scientists coming up with all these wing sauces and rubs and everything. Oh, no, he's still chewing. I'm not going to do that to him.
Well, I know somebody this year is going to have it's a smoked peach cobbler.
Ooh.
Yes, and then there's also going to be, what was it? It's a Kentucky bourbon glaze.
Okay.
And there's also a spicy peach. It was kind of the year of the peaches when I was
Okay.
reading through the menus. Wild. But I'm looking forward to the smoked chicken and waffles.
Smoked chicken and waffles.
Smoked chicken and waffles.
Now, I know it was either last year or the year before we had that peanut butter and jelly wing, which I didn't hold out a whole lot of hope for, but it turned out to be fantastic.
It did.
And so you just got to come out here and try these.
You do. You have to be bold. You have to be brave and just kind of bite in.
Right.
Let it all go down, soak in all the flavors.
Right. Now, we have ranch out here today.
We
And
do.
I asked you which one was your favorite. You said the flat. Now, are you a blue cheese or a ranch guy?
It's funny because if it's smoked,
Okay.
I'll lean towards the blue cheese.
Okay.
Now, if we have something that's flash fried or grilled, I'm a ranch man.
Oh, man, and there are so many different ways to do wings. You can flash fry them, you can deep fry them, you can pan fry them, you can smoke them. There's so many different ways, and I think we're going to get all of them here tonight.
Oh, you will for sure. That's one of my favorite parts of the event is going around and just talking to the vendors and asking, how do you do this? And, man, there's no secrets. They'll tell you. They love to kind of brag on themselves and say, what you do is this right here.
All right. We're going to come back here in a little while and talk to Lara Potter about everything going on with the awards. There's so many awards that's going to be handed out here tonight for Wing Fling 2025. Wingman, as always, glad to have you by my side. I will be emceeing the event tonight. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Wingman will be here. We encourage you to be here. Folks, it is almost sold out. It could be sold out for all we know right now. We haven't checked the latest tallies, but you need
Claire Potter's in my earpiece right now. She said that it's about to be sold out.
It's about to be sold out. So, folks, you got to get out here. If you got tickets, make sure you get here early and enjoy yourself here at Wing Fling. Welcome back to the Food City here on South Roan Street in Johnson City as we are kicking off today the 21st annual John Berry Toy Drive. And right now I am joined by Lisa Johnson from Food City. And Lisa, this is an important time of the year. It really is. And, we think back to John Berry and the passion she had for children, and that is showing forth in this toy drive.
You know, you're exactly right, Chris. You know, you think back to that tragedy, such a tragedy. But her parents, Mike and Joan, when they saw those toys for those children being wrapped by Jonah, they took her passion and moved forward with it. And so since the inception of this 21 years ago, they've been able to donate back thousands upon thousands of toys to needy children every year.
Right. And it's already started. It begins today, goes all the way through December the 2nd. Going to making that distribution this year. Instead of on December the 6th, we're going to be doing it on December the 5th.
We're going to be doing it on December the 5th because it's on a Friday. We'll be collecting toys at selected Food City locations from now until December the 2nd. So there's plenty of time to go purchase your toys and drop them in a bin and make a child's Christmas.
And you know, we were talking to Steven Strickler, the store manager here earlier. Food City already has toys on the shelves here. You got a couple of them in your hands. You can stop here and do your one-stop shopping here at Food City. Pick up a couple of toys and make sure to make a donation.
You sure can. I mean, these are on clearance, only $7.50 each, and they're adorable. But it would make some child's Christmas.
Absolutely. And we've already had folks stopping by here today, dropping off. We need clean, brand new, unwrapped toys to make sure that everybody gets something really good for Christmas.
You know, we do for all ages. You know, from babies on up to like 12 years old.
Right.
You know, we need a lot of toys, and you know, the community always shows up and shows out in a big way to make sure that these kids have a fantastic Christmas.
Food City's been on board with this toy drive since day one, since the concept came. You all are all, you know, we talk about your community involvement. This is definitely down where the rubber meets the road, helping children during this holiday season.
It is, and you know, it's just a special project for me personally because, you know, Joan and Mike, they're such wonderful people, and their passion to give back is unmatched.
Absolutely. Now, I got to ask, you know, when you look around, you see all these toys, it's got to make you happy. I mean, you've got children in your life. You know what it's like on Christmas morning.
It's magic. And my favorite part of this whole toy drive is the toy distribution.
Right.
When you go into a room, and a big room, and it is absolutely divided out by boys and girls and by age groups, and it's packed. It just warms your heart, and you're so grateful to have the opportunity to participate in a program like this.
Lisa, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for everything Food City is doing. Folks, I encourage you. I really do. Get a toy. Bring it down to your local Food City. Put it in the distribution bucket, the barrels here. Folks, the John Berry Toy Drive is going on now all the way through December the 2nd. Make sure you help a child this holiday season. Coming up on Saturday, November 15th, the Appalachian Resource Conservation and Development Council will host the Resilient Farmer Flood Recovery Concert fundraiser at Paramount Bristol. One of the groups on this amazing lineup of musicians for the concert is Cruz Contreras and the Black Lilies. And this morning we want to welcome Cruz Contreras along with Emily Bidgood from the ARC&D to Daytime for a preview. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see your all smiling faces. Let's talk about this. First of all, let's talk about this concert that's coming up.
Well, it's been a year since Hurricane Helene, and there's been so much incredible community work and support done, and there's still so much to do.
Yes, absolutely.
There were over 1,000 farms devastated by the flooding, and you can see barns washed away, but there's a lot that you can't see, and sometimes the sand, the silt that was left behind. And so we are raising another round of our Farmer Flood Recovery Fund, and all proceeds of this concert will be granted back out to family farms in East Tennessee to continue help with rebuilding.
Oh, absolutely. It continues. I mean, we said from the time this happened, it's not going to be a sprint to get everything back. It's going to be a marathon.
Right.
And so it takes money to make all of this happen. And Cruz, you're stepping up. You and some fellow musicians are stepping up to help in this effort.
We are, yeah. So November 15th at the Paramount, and I'll be there with my band, the Black Lilies.
Right.
Our good friend Scott Miller will be there. Super excited about seeing him. Paper Wings, Wayne Henderson, some other acts.
Yeah.
And it's all for a very important cause for the community in the region.
And I think you better get your tickets early because this one will sell out quick, because Paramount's a great place to see music of this kind. Talk to me about what it means for you to be able to help in an effort like this.
Yeah, this is literally hits home. I remember when it's been a little over a year, we were on tour up in Michigan. We were watching the weather forecast, and first they were like, it's going to hit Paducah, then it's going to Nashville, Knoxville. And you can't prepare for this. Nobody can prepare for it. And a type of, you know, this flooding affects uniquely in this region these type of farmers that rely on bottomland and the healthy soil that's in that area. So I've known people that have been severely affected by it. Yeah,
absolutely.
So
I think we all do.
Yeah, and it affects us all. That's the thing that I think a lot of people know and realize, but it's a good reminder is the regional farmer is a cornerstone of our community,
Absolutely.
and it affects us all.
If it wasn't for farmers, none of us eat.
Yeah.
That's exactly
It's
right.
that simple,
And
yeah.
Emily, how can folks get involved? I know there's tickets still available.
You can buy tickets at ParamountBristol.org, and you can go to arcd.org if you want to see about not only the fundraising,
Right.
but some of the other on-the-ground work that we're
Yes.
doing. We have this new volunteer stream team.
Mm-hmm.
If you like to be outdoors and volunteer, you can help actually replant the stream banks of dozens of farms
Right.
down the Nolichucky Valley, and get involved.
All right. Cruz, you're going to perform for us.
Yeah,
for this morning.
absolutely.
What are you going to play for us this
I'm
morning?
going to play a song here. Ironically, this is a metaphor of another natural disaster known as an earthquake, but
Okay.
this is more of a love song.
All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
Cruz
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Contreras.
Never saw it coming, plain as it could be, rolling like the thunder, crashing like the sea. But like a lonesome whistle blowing, dancing in a dream, the sound of your heart calling, my favorite melody. You're my earthquake, the sweetest heartache. You're the rock in my roll. You shake me down to my soul. You take my breath away. You know just what to say. You shake me down to my soul. You're my earthquake. I've seen the highest of the highs and lowest of lows. Stood up on the mountain, traveled down a broken road. But like a wild wind a-howling, you shook me to the ground, and tearing down the shadows and shining through the clouds. You're my earthquake, the sweetest heartache. You're the rock in my roll. You shake me down to my soul. You take my breath away. You know just what to say. You shake me down to my soul. You're my earthquake. There's a beauty in this world. It can break your heart in two. But there's no other way to say you know just what to do. You're my earthquake, the sweetest heartache. You're the rock in my roll. You shake me down to my soul. You take my breath away. You know just what to say. You shake me down to my soul. You're my earthquake. You shake me down to my soul. You're my earthquake. You shake me down to my soul. You're my earthquake.